can see na, all of you can see. So this is the equator, na? This is the equator. Now the northern hemisphere, as I was telling yesterday, contains more amount of continents. You can see, na? So if I ask you which hemisphere is hotter, which hemisphere is colder, northern hemisphere is what? Hotter. And southern hemisphere is, because of water content, it does not allow the heat to go up. But the northern hemisphere is hotter. Huh? Now, so this is the equatorial zone. So this part receives sunlight, very straight sunlight over this area. So this part becomes heated. This part becomes heated compared to the other parts. Now this part, we have many seas, you see, oceans are there. So because of heating, the atmosphere becomes hot. And when it becomes hot, it takes the water vapor from the sea. So air becomes hot as well as charged with water vapor. So it becomes lighter. So this zone, just surrounding the equator. So when it becomes lighter, so it creates a low pressure zone. Water becomes the air becomes rarer. Understood? So the air rises up like this, rises up. So all these things are happening within the troposphere, not to stratosphere. So it goes up to 12 km, 15 km up. Then when it is climbing up, ascending, it is becoming colder. So it is again leaving the water into the sea again. So rainfall is happening here. So now as it goes up, it becomes cool. So once it becomes cool, the water is also going out. Water vapor is going out, so it becomes dry also. So it becomes heavier, colder and heavier. So then it cannot come back in the same manner. It cannot come back to the earth in the same path. So it has to go like this. So on the northern side, the air will go towards north, the southern side it will go towards south. So this is that Hadley cell. This way moving, it is Hadley cell. So this goes up to 30 degree. So at 30 degree latitude, they again come back. That time the air is fully dry, air is very cold. So it comes back to the earth. So when they come back to the earth, that forms the high pressure zone. So around 30 degree, this is a high pressure zone. Similarly, this side also around 30 degree, we get a high pressure zone. So a low pressure, this is a high pressure zone. So 30 degree as the high pressure zone. That is the thing. Then what I said, when the air is moving this way, it does not follow this longitudinal path. It takes because the earth is rotating this way. So this air takes a easterly turn. Because you are moving like this. So when you are rotating the earth like this part is very fast. We calculated yesterday. Around 1600 km per hour it moves. But as you go towards north, this speed becomes less and less. 1600, then it becomes 1000, then 500. Like this, it becomes less and less. So air is moving from a high speedy zone to a low speed zone. That is why it is deflected towards this side in the direction of rotation. Similarly, when the air is going from here to here, so it is deflected towards this side. So instead of moving straight along the longitudes, it is taking a easterly swing because earth is rotating that side. Similarly, instead of moving towards south pole, it is taking a easterly swing. Understood now? So if it taking a easterly swing, so it goes up to 30 degree. Here it goes up to 30 degree. Descends. Then comes back. Because it is now from a heavy pressure zone, high pressure zone. High pressure zone, then the air goes out to low pressure again. So this retraces the same path, this path, but over the earth surface. Here at the top of the troposphere, but here on the earth surface. So this is the cell, like this. This is Hadley cell. Understand? Similarly here, this is the Hadley cell. Hadley cell. It goes like this and comes back this. Understood now? So when it comes back, they are converging along the equator again. When it is coming back, they are again converging. Come. Like this. So this is the upper, this is the lower. Upper, lower. Understood this diagram, no? So here they are again converging. So this is called so 10 degree this side, 10 degree this side. This is known as intertropical convergence zone. ITCZ. So intertropical convergence zone is because of this return wind. Understood? So this return winds, this wind, how to say it is? This is northeasterly wind. So this is 30 degree. This is 30 degree. This is northeasterly wind, because it comes from northeast. So this is southeasterly wind. From which direction it comes? That is how the wind is named. So these are called the trade winds. Trade wind. And this 30 degree latitude, 30 to 40 degree latitude, is called horse latitude. So in the earlier days, they were using this wind, for transporting the horses in the ship. Understood this part, na? So this is the intertropical convergence zone. Huh? Trade wind? This one, this return wind, northeasterly wind, southeasterly wind, these are trade winds. Because this moves on the surface of the earth. This is much above. This is higher altitude. But when the ship moves on the ocean or the sea, they use this wind for movement. That is why these are called trade winds. Understood now? Now, now see, so this is one cell, this is hardly cell. Then you come to the pole. We will see the intermediate part later, but you come to the pole first. The same similar phenomena also happens near the pole. So what happens? From 60 degree latitude to 90 degree. 90 degree. So this part is very cold. This part, pole part is very cold. So from 60 degree latitudes, the similar thing happens. The wind rises up. So here at 60 degree, so I will write here. This is a low pressure. This is a high pressure. High pressure. Again, this is a low pressure. 60 degree is a low pressure. 90 degree is a high pressure. High pressure, you understand, the cold. So between 60 and 90, the same thing happens. The wind goes from 60 degree and descends at the pole and comes back. This is between 60 to 90. 60 is a low pressure zone and 90 is a high pressure zone. So this cell is called polar cell. Polar cell. This is Hartley cell. Hartley cell. Understood na? So that means you see the polar cell how it works. Pole is a single point. So from 60 degree wind is coming like this and converging like this, you know. ऐसे करके ऐसे आके फिर ऐसे करके. So the return wind from the pole, they are just in a radial fashion. They are diverging. They are coming like this. So from the pole, you know, the return winds. So this is north pole, like this. So very cold wind on the earth surface, cold wind radiates outward from the pole. So keeping the polar region very cold, keeping the very cold. That is the polar high. This is the polar high. 60 degree is the low, equator is the low, and this is the high. 30 degree is the high. You understood these points now? Why it is happening? So if I draw this sketch in a different manner, I think you will be able to understand now. Suppose let us draw the earth axis is like this. This is equator. I intertropical convergence zone. So from here how it is going? It is going and coming back like this now. Then from here it is going and coming back. Yes, so this is Hartley cell. This is polar cell. Polar cell. So this is polar high. Atmospheric high I am telling you. This is also low, this is high. This is low. Here. Now there is another cell between these two. How this will be moving? This will be moving in the opposite way. See? This will be moving like this way. If you see this part looking this way, you know, if you say it is a clockwise, this is also clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. You can look from this side. So this is the opposite movement, opposite rotation. Because this is a low pressure, this is high pressure. So wind will rise from low pressure, go up, takes a turn, feel low pressure, goes up, takes a turn, from this side takes a turn and comes down, which is high pressure. So Hartley cell and the polar cell, this is opposite to that. So this is called Ferrel cell. Ferrel cell. So Ferrel cell is between 60 degree low and 30 degree high. Hartley cell between IIT CZ and 30 degree high. This is how it is defined. Understood that? Now you see the surface winds. So here between these two, how it is moving? See the diagrams. Okay or not, tell me. Now, if I say these surface winds are northeasterly and these surface winds are southeasterly, what about this? The north wind, the polar cell, the surface winds is northeasterly, this is also northeasterly. But what about these surface winds?
Southwest.
Here the surface winds are southwesterly. Understood now? Even the surface winds, they vary their direction from cell to cell. So if you are living in this tropical zone, the surface winds are from northeast. Let us talk about the northern hemisphere. But if you are living here, 30 to 60 degrees, China and other areas, the surface winds are from south west. And if you are living in the Greenland, polar regions, the surface winds are from northeast. Because surface winds control your climate. And from where the surface winds comes? Because of the cell. Understood, na? Now, where is this? Middle one. No, why middle one will be opposite? See, from a high speed zone, it is going to low speed zone. That is what now.
From low
So high to low it is going. From here you see. Whether it goes up or goes here, from which direction to which direction it is going, you just see. Here, this wind is going from high to low. High to low. So it is deflected towards east. Here, this wind is going from high to low. So it is deflected towards east. Whether this wind or that wind does not matter. From which zone to which zone it is moving. So all will be in the northern hemisphere, this way. All the cells will be oriented this way. And this side the cells will be oriented this way. That is one. Whether it is a surface wind or upper troposphere wind, the direction will be that way, because here movement is from where? This part is low speed to high speed it is coming. These cells are from low speed to high speed it is coming. So it will be opposite to rotation. So it will be deflected this way. That is what. समझेंगे नहीं समझा? This is the career is course. I told you, train is the best example. And to remember these things, I have given you the ball of these pins. You are throwing the ball from this side, this will go this side. Now, point is, this part, where India is situated, India is situated somewhere here. You see? See, India is situated somewhere here. This is the equatorial zone. All of you can see, na? So, here is that IIT here. So that means here the hot air will be going up and moving towards, you see. So southwesterly monsoon will go from this side, no?